Kieran Gillen and Esad Ribic continue their murder mystery as more Eternals become prime suspects in Cersei's case, the biggest one being the Eternal who literally called for Zuras's death and who actually works with the Deviants. Kieran Gillen does a really awesome job balancing out a couple of story threads he set up in the previous 2 issues while also reintroducing us to Thena and what she has been up to. I like the idea that Kieran played with here that even though these Eternals are very godlike beings, they can still get caught up in very human trappings like love. It humanizes these beings really well. Icarus' story also continues as well, and while nothing too large is revealed there, I did like the concept that if there is a hero in a place like this boy's home, then the hero draws in evil to him, not the child. I thought that was quite an interesting way to take the story, and I'm looking forward to seeing that continuing. Again, Esad Ribic's beautifully painted artwork captures the grand scale that comes naturally with these godlike beings, and like the previous 2 issues, we got to explore more of the Eternals world with Lemuria and Polaria, which both just look incredible, especially Polaria and its stonework and these huge temples and caverns. It just looked brilliant. Eternals issue 3 was another really awesome issue that explored more of the Eternals' current predicaments, adding more suspects to the list of people who could have murdered Zuras. I thoroughly enjoyed the way that Kieran is humanizing these larger than life characters, and I'm looking forward to more heroes joining the fold next issue. I'm going to give this issue a 9.5 out of 10. Eternals issue 3 finds Thena awakening, hearing a noise outside that makes her kiss her lover before heading to the balcony that overlooks Lemuria. With a sigh, she whips a knife at the arriving Kingo, who says that she strikes at shadows and they will have their revenge. Thena tells him to cut out the act and stop being a ninja, wondering if everyone else is lurking around, since they can stop since she left Olympia to get away from Eternals. Cersei says that if Kingo isn't a ninja, then Thena isn't a deviant. The woman says that Cersei is one to judge, wondering what this is about and if she needs to get her sword. Cersei doesn't know, but her sword is needed. Thena's lover Tolau awkwardly leaves as Kingo notes how petrified he was. Thena says that his people's mortal enemy did just storm into the room en masse. Cersei gets everyone back on track, telling Thena they are there to talk to her about something more practical and procedural. Sprite uses her powers to show the machine remembering Thena meeting with Zuras a day before there was a disturbance. They ask Thena what she did, and the woman says she told Zuras her plans, that while their natures remain, their duty to the Celestials is over, and she came to Lemuria to start a mission for the people, intent on helping the monsters that they once killed. But Zuras was suspicious and asked if the woman was romantically involved with someone there. Cersei wonders why she didn't lie, but Thena says that truth is an eternal virtue and she told it how it is. Sprite shows her footage of how she was saying that she was going to kill her father and he would be better off dead. Thena realizes the Eternals are saying that Zuras is dead now. At the Robson residence, Icarus meets with Alex Robson, Toby's father, who hopes that the hero knows he's on his property. Icarus says that he's not, since he's floating above it, as later, more people have gathered to look at Icarus, with Alex thinking that the floating man is going to bring property values down and he will be blamed. Alex asks his son Toby why he's even there, so the boy says that Icarus came to him the night before, but he thought it was just a dream. He tells his mother that Icarus is there to protect him, as Alex demands to know why his son is in danger. Icarus warns them to get inside since hail is coming, but Toby's mother isn't afraid of a little hail as a giant hailstone crushes a news van that has just arrived. Icarus uses his heat vision to blast the hailstones that come for the home, as Machine knows that the appearance of a hero should be a comfort, but all it really says is that something is going to happen that requires a hero's presence. The Robsons invite the hero in for coffee and to talk about this, so Icarus accepts their offer, telling them he doesn't know if the weather is thanks to Toby, not sensing anything special about their son, but he knows that there is a threat to the boy and he feels responsible for him, and he plans on watching over him, and he is only there to protect the boy. Toby's mother asks if Icarus being there is the problem, since now there's a higher chance the Silver Surfer might fly through their house, but Alex says the Surfer is a good guy, but Sophia knows never to trust surfers, something Icarus can agree with. The family wonder if Toby can be put somewhere safe, like a space vault or something, but Sophia says that Toby's grades won't be suffering because of this, and even if Icarus does have a space vault or or anything, he's not going. Icarus reassures them that he does not have a space vault, as Sophia wonders if maybe Icarus could dress more discreetly, but Alex doesn't think a 6-foot-tall levitating bodybuilder would be discreet. He asks if the man is his guardian angel, so Icarus formally introduces himself, saying that he is the Earth's guardian angel, but today he is Tony Robson's. Elsewhere, Thena accesses the machine, caught up on everything that has transpired lately, telling the others that they need to find the murderer. Cersei agrees as Thena realizes they think she did this, but Cersei knows that she is smart enough to have arranged all of this, but Thena knows Cersei is smart enough to pin this on someone else, knowing the Eternal is just disgusted with her. 100,000 years prior, Thena joins Cersei for a drink so she can tell her what she has learned, knowing Thena has taken a lover who is a deviant. Thena says that Xiargo isn't a warlord like the last lot of men she has been with, and he is a man of peace, and a man who is equal to an Eternal. Cersei asks the woman to follow her, so Cersei guides Thena to a dark cave, defending her own mortal lovers, saying that she doesn't love like Thena loves, and she knows to her they are her weakness, and not a strength like Thena thinks they are. She says that her love is an act of it, not the heart, as they reach a giant chamber. Cersei says that if Thena didn't love with her heart, she would have seen this coming, as she reveals that Xiargo has been experimenting on humans and Neanderthals to try and extend his life, and he lies to Thena and studies her since he thinks that she's just another specimen. Xiargo arrives, saying that he wishes to become like the Eternals. His machine brings the corpses to life, and without missing a beat, Thena kills them all and Xiargo as well, as Cersei says that while Thena might have loved them, maybe at one point he loved her, but deviants don't like being patronized by Eternals. Cersei says that they fall in love with the potential for change, but deviants kill and strive to be like them, and she strives to be like them, but she cannot. Thena pledges to not love another deviant, but Machine knows that that's a lie, since the heart wants what the heart wants. Cersei knows that all the signs point to her being the one who murdered Zoras, but Thena says that she did say she wanted to kill him, but she's not a murderer. Kingo thinks the woman should stay with them while they investigate, but Thena asks what happens if she says no. Cersei tells her that the humans thought Thena to be Athena the Wise, so she best not disappoint them. Droog soon contacts the team and Cersei taps into his transmission. Droog asks if she's alone, as he tells Cersei that he returned to Polaria only to find that all his peoples in the Supreme Vulcan have been killed. Cersei knows that with all of the High Command dead, Droog now rules Polaria, making him a prime suspect in their investigation now.